Do you want to introduce it, mate?
No, no, mate.
I'll let you introduce it then.
Oh, thanks, mate. Hello, wait, has it started?
Yeah, I mean the joke worked better when you laughed at it the first time, but
Yeah,
we'll,
no,
we'll,
you
we'll sort
shouldn't
of.
have used it, mate.
Well, yeah, I know.
Mm.
Well, I didn't know you'd laugh at it, to be honest, mate.
Okay, you didn't think you were very funny.
I've just realised what I've done. I need to move the chat forward. Order.
I'll
Move
introduce the
to
stream
top.
then, mate.
There we go. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Regit stream. He's playing on the JP account, and I think you said you had Into the Future Chapter 1 Moon to do before you can do the Space Chapter.
I do indeed, mate. I've been grinding for a while, on this JP, and I need to finish Moon Chapter 1 and Into the Future, and then I can get your boy Space Chapter. I think. But yeah,
I assume so as well.
we're going to be grinding for that today. Getting a bit of cheeky, whatever you want to call it, treasure, all that sort of thing. So what I've been doing is looking at the Japanese level names and trying to turn them into English letters in my culturally appropriating way to try and work out which ones correspond to which bit of treasure, so then I can get the right ones. So at the moment, we're just trying to get treasure on this level. Unfortunately, flipping sack attack has turned up, which means we will have to end the stream there, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to say goodbye and shame on you, sack attack, for appearing. I wonder how long we can keep that meme up for. We've done it twice now. Wonder how many times.
I don't think I even picked up on it the first time, mate.
Yeah, I can't remember. I might have done it like on, it would have been Monday. How'd you get Battle Cats JP? Nurse Woofer made a video on it, but basically, this is the device I used to play Battle Cats on, and it's all but broken. It sort of intermittently works and then just sort of powers itself off, not because of battery, just because it's rubbish now and then. Basically, it's really bad. So I made it Japanese. I'm not saying Japanese is bad, by the way. I know that could come out wrong in context. But the point is, I just made it Japanese so I could get the Japanese Battle Cats, so I could look at updates a little bit ahead if, like, I can't be around during when the update is. On that note, I really hope the update drops for the English version during half term, which for me is next week. That would be lovely.
Whoa.
But I have a feeling it will like drop the moment I go back to college because Battle Cat's updates. But yeah, in answer to Battle Cat Bro's question, who has appeared, that's Battle Cat Bro apostrophe S, not Battle Cat Bros apostrophe, because there is only one Battle Cat Bro. I just find
why is there an apostrophe?
the Battle Cat Bros question. They own the question.
See, right, okay.
But I just find that infinitely funny that there's only one Battle Cat Bro. I probably shouldn't. But anyway, this chapter is Into the Future, Chapter 1. I'm gathering treasure, and if the space chapter works the same way as Empire of Cat's clearing to get into the future did, I need to complete one chapter to unlock the next story, I guess. I hope it works the same way, otherwise I've got a lot more grinding to do. I'll probably still have a lot of grinding to do.
Mate, 2 people have said they love you.
That's very nice, thank you. Shame the girls reject me though.
XD.
Yeah, hilarious.
Rejected. With a G.
I've also got with me one of the new Ubers. I did a draw and luckily with my starter cat food got an anti-alien one. I don't know if they're all anti-alien, but this is the blue one and it's great. It like slows and knocks back and stuff like that. It's really good for making progress because, as you know, it's Regit. He's Uber carried. But yeah, I've enjoyed using Bahama in its crazed form. It's been a while since I've used him like that, and it's refreshing to do, you know. Practicing my meat shielding. I don't know. Samba Cat's the one special cat I bought, so I have the 3 meat shields, and yeah, it's been going like that really. I struggled on Chapter 3 Moon, which made me feel a bit silly. But to be fair, I was sort of rushing it. I hadn't got all my treasures because I'm a terrible person. And no treasure. No treasure. Of course there's no treasure. Of course we're going to get no treasure. Excellent. Well, I have 5 treasure radars.
What about treasure radars?
I have 5 of them. I'm just going to use one. I know I shouldn't, but I do want to get to this space chapter, so I want that cheeky treasure, right? Cheeky treasure. Because it's a rather time and energy consuming level, so I just want to do it.
Mate, how come words like score and get and level are in English?
I don't know, mate. And level... Oh, you said level.
Yeah.
And when you get it to level 8, it says max. I honestly don't know, mate. Just some words are in English.
Oh.
And luckily the Chinese number system is the same as ours, so at least that can be read.
In Japanese.
Japanese, yeah. Oh, that's probably really offensive. That's an accident.
They're the same thing.
No, mate, you can't say that. They're not. They're different places. They
Mate.
just both happen to be Asian and have similar character aesthetics. So I get confused. But yeah, I'm sure David would easily tell the difference, you know. If you're acquainted with it, you can tell the difference easily. But yeah, I've been just using memories of where buttons are to sort of navigate the menus. I don't know any Japanese past konnichiwa and sugaku ga daikirai, which means I really hate maths, which David taught me. Although apparently it literally translates as mathematics is very hate. So yeah.
Okay. Someone asks, how many chapters are in the space chapter? I assume 3.
I assume 3, but I don't know. I'm trying not to spoil it for myself, even though I am spoiling it for myself by trying to get to it on the Japanese account. I've sort of done a massive hypocrite there, but yeah. I assume 3.
Cat God is hard.
Thanks for the spoiler.
Mm.
I tried to keep the final boss battle away from myself, but no. Now it's been said so many times.
Yeah, I assumed you already heard it. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah. You haven't like revealed a big secret, mate.
Yeah.
I did know. But yeah.
Chinese triggers.
Okay. Chinese food, mate. I love Chinese food. And I like sushi as well, so I like some Japanese food. I mean, sushi's the only Japanese food I've had. What's your opinion on Chinese and Japanese food, mate?
Have I had... what food is Japanese?
Mate, you've been to Cosmo. Surely you've had Chinese food.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking about what food is Japanese?
Sushi. That's all.
No.
That's all.
Now I don't want that.
That's all that comes to mind, mate, is sushi. I don't know any other Japanese dishes.
Food bad. Chinese food sometimes good. I like the chicken satay.
Cosmo.
I like the spare ribs as long as they don't have bad sauce on them.
What is a bad sauce, mate?
A sauce.
Just sauce. Raw sauce.
Well, unless it looks tasty, but
the tingo skrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr
Spring rolls are okay.
Yeah, I love Cosmo. I went there with Muddy Puddle and David. Yeah, and
Yeah.
someone else who you won't know. And it was great. It was after GCSEs finished. We watched Wonder Woman as well. And we had a Cosmo and it was delicious. Best thing about Cosmo is the Chinese food. Love it. Absolutely love it. Love Chinese food. It's probably my favourite. Although I'm poor, so I can't afford it. Right. Now to culturally appropriate some Japanese characters. So, the treasure I need to get this alien one is a level that starts with X, telegraph pole, smiley face, and backwards C. So let's have a look to see if we can find that.
Okay.
So we're looking for a cross. Cross, telegraph pole, smiley face, backwards C. Got it. It's this one.
Nice.
There you go, you see? Cultural appropriation works for your English plebs. Oh. Oh, I'm so stupid. Mate,
What?
our resident Japanese friend, well, of Japanese origin, has pointed out some, actual Japanese dishes that we've forgotten about. One of them I have had at Wagamama and completely forgotten about it. Ramen.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Boosted
but-
ramen. The
there was
boosted
that
ramen
quiz.
is a Japanese dish, and I couldn't even think of that. Well,
Mate, do you
thank
remember
you.
that game?
What game was that, mate?
The game where we had to name things that other people didn't say? Or no, it was not
Oh,
things
yeah, no, I remember the one we played at David's house. Yeah, that was classic. Yeah.
And you got ramen, I completely forgot about it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And now I've forgotten it. But yeah, ramen, of course. And it appears as if ramen is a separate thing to ramen. I didn't know that. Because it doesn't look like he's corrected himself. I think they're two different things. Sashimi, which is an evolution of a cat and a battle cat, so I should have remembered that. Udon, which I've heard of in a Chinese food menu.
That just sounds like an animal.
Oh, mate, this is so Battle Cats themed. We've got Kobe beef. Kobe beef. It's like Kobe and Taki, Kobe beef.
Mate, who has said this?
And Japanese barbecue. What, sorry, mate?
Who has told you these things?
It's Gary.
Oh, right.
But yeah, well, thank you, Gary, for that information. I completely forgot about ramen, of course. I've had ramen. It was nice. I do prefer sushi to it, though, because it was...
Does that mean Gary's watching a stream?
Possibly, yeah. Watching us accidentally culturally appropriate the entirety of Asia, which I'm sure he's enjoying very much. Right, okay, let's go into this level with the treasure radar, because I am impatient. Right. Never actually do this. Just get XP and upgrade your cats and don't use treasure radars, but as I said, I'm impatient.
Mate, here's a question from someone.
Yeah.
Do you like Memulus and Matt Shea?
I like Matt Shea. Matt Shea pinned my comment on the last video and I reached a new record of likes. 1,280. Dab.
That's pretty impressive,
I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, no, Matt Shea's my guy. We don't talk about the other one.
I like how you judge your favourite YouTubers by how much they notice you.
Yeah, could you give their comment a like, please? Just for the mention of that YouTuber.
What?
Who isn't Matt Shea. The other one.
That isn't... Okay.
Kobe says, I heard my name. Yes, Kobe beef we're talking about. We're trying to work out Japanese dishes, and I only got as far as sushi, and one of our friends pointed out loads more Japanese dishes, some of which I've actually had and promptly forgotten about. So yeah, Kobe beef was one of them. I haven't had Kobe beef though. But yeah, I just thought, Kobe. Oh, it's a shy boy. Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Oh, spooky.
Spooky, scary shy boy.
Regit, Space Chat 2 is not for those who have just beaten into the future. One, you'll likely be ruffle stomped.
Yeah, but I just want to see it. I know I'll be ruffle stomped. I'm getting ruffle stomped by Into the Future. I'm having to use cat food to get through levels because I'm so impatient. So, it's no skin off my back. I'm already failing. Need to get all my treasure.
Spelt with a K, probably.
Yes, it is spelt Kobe beef like that, but it sounds exactly like Kobe. And beef, like beef. It's perfect.
What?
It's just...
What, like beef with Kobe?
No, beef with Taki, I was thinking, but yeah. It's just perfect in every way. Don't flirt, please.
You modded him. I guess you've forgiven...
That was a social experiment that Kobe told me to do.
I know, mate.
I see. You're part of the act. Someone says... stop flirting, which is an interesting one. I'd just like to inform you that Muddy Puddle and I are in no way sort of in that form of relationship. We're just mates. That's why we always call each other mate.
Yeah.
In fact, we've forgotten what our real names are. Just call each other mate too much.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have treasure radared this one. This is quite an easy level. Unless there's a boss. There might be a boss.
Spooky.
Maybe it's just spooky, scary one-horns sending shivers down my spine. There we go. Another level done. Which means I should... Yay! We've correctly culturally appropriated the levels, mate. I've now got that treasure. So we've got this into the future treasure. And this into the future treasure. And we've got some other ones as well. But those are the main, like, anti-alien ones. I don't know what this one is. There's still a fair amount to do for that one. All of that one. Which is floating by the look of it. Which would help with Clee 1. But whatever. We'll just sort of ignore that one. We've got the energy one. And, of course, we still got Moon to do. So... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try Moon for les memes.
Oh, spooky.
Spooky memes. Or should we say spooky sack attack?
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's give it a go then. Into the Future, Chapter 1. Most challenging level. Let's go. Do you think I should whack on my rich cat, mate, and my sniper cat?
That might be a good idea, mate. Do you think you can do it without?
I don't think I can do it. So,
Okay.
let's give it a go.
Give it a go, mate.
Give it a cheeky go. Oh, look at that moon background. Oh boy. Oh, is that an alien Clee 1? Not Cruel Angel Clear now, thank goodness. Hello, mate. Right. Speaking of hello, mate, actually it's got nothing to do with it, but it's more like speaking of wow, look, I've recorded another Flexing with my Ubers episode, which will go up tomorrow.
Oh.
I've made the choice to schedule it like that, so it gives the thumbnail people time to make one, because they've got busy schedules, and they ought not to be just making thumbnails, because they've actually got lives, unlike me. But yeah. Which reminds me, I do need to recruit more, so there are like people that are around the clock, and hopefully I can find at least someone who has no life like me. Right. Clee 1 is there. Hopefully with our amazing anti-alien treasures we will do good work and destroy things. Hopefully. I need to get my anti-alien masterpiece. This Uber, whose name I don't know, because, well, it was written in Japanese. Yeah, it's one of the new ones. Look, it does the fancy attack and blows things up. It's great. Elmud Crab cannot do anything, which is good news. Let's slowly try and defeat not Cruel, just Clee 1. And you can, like, take over the commentary here now, mate.
Okay. Mate, Battlecats guys has asked, do you want a hacked JP account?
No, I don't want to play hacked Battlecats. I have standards. Which is what the girls say when they reject me, ironically. So there you go. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm all right with you know, actually playing the game properly. Oh dear,
Whoa.
our Uber is out in the open. Lemur, be gone. Lemur,
Mate, someone says they have 199 Ubers. Are there even that many in the game?
I don't think so. There's quite a lot, but I'm pretty sure not that many.
Yeah.
They do keep adding more, even though Oda Nobunaga doesn't have a true form yet. Ponos, give Oda a true form, please.
I heard Kalisa was getting a true form in the new update, which is good for me.
Kobe is very happy about that.
I'm very happy about that.
I've got Tropical Kalisa. She's good anyway, so you know I'm all right. I just need an Oda true form. Oh no, my anti-alien Uber is dead. Now I need to desperately save up for another one, don't I? I probably do. Oh, that ace cat cannon timing. Tell me I'm not pro. Tell me I'm not pro. Regit, you're not pro. You're bad. Right.
Mate, here's a question, and it's an interesting question.
Oh, go on, mate.
What's the best Uber in your opinion?
Oh.
Two possibilities.
To be honest, I've had her for a while and she's been very versatile in many levels that have like rendered them really easy. I'd probably say Meg Aphrodite for me.
Mate, I thought you were going to say either Shadow Gal or G-Zone.
they're much more recent. Like Meg Aphrodite, I've had for a while. So like for
I know, before you said that.
the amount of times that I've like used them to good effect, it's got to be Meg Aphrodite. But Shadow Gal's been very helpful for floor 30, I must say. Which I will be attempting, though, Shadow Gal, if I actually get to floor 30 by the time the event ends again. I see, like, on the Discord that doesn't exist, Kobe's like, oh, I'm at floor 30, I can't do it again, flipping no anti-wave Ubers. Like, 2 minutes after the event started. I'm like, Kobe, how do you do this? You fast. I get to floor 30, like, 2 minutes before the event ends. But, yeah.
I'm a bit annoyed because I can't even try floor 16 until I've beaten Into the Future Chapter 2.
See, I had no idea it would do something like that.
Yeah, seems a bit silly to me.
But it's good that you got that far, mate.
Yeah.
No, my Uber was denied a shot and now I'm going to die.
No.
You heartless aliens. It's quite difficult, this. I should probably, you know, get treasure. That's what players of the Battle Cats ought to do, really. Oh no, they're killing my base. Can you not? Can you not? Can you not? No, we're dead. Alright, let's see how we did for boss health, because luckily that's in a number, so we can see that. New Oda True Form, 100% freeze against black enemies. Yeah, good one, Sack Attack. That's what it does already. Okay, 94%. Ain't that good. I think we're not going to. We're not gonna spank cat food. We're gonna have to grind treasure, and by the time I get to the space chapter, it'll already be out in the end. A question I saw is how many numbers of pi do you know of? I mean, pi is one number, but I assume you mean like to how many
digits,
decimal points.
Yeah, decimal points.
This is how much of pi I know, right? Okay. This is because in maths I had a useless teacher, so I just glance up at posters and try and memorise some of pi. I never made a massive effort, but this is what I got to. 3.141592653989793238.
Mate, that's a lot further than me.
Really, mate?
Yeah, I knew up to like the 5 that comes after the 6, and even then I wasn't really sure.
Ah. 3.141592653589793238. Yes, that's all I know. Other people will be like, oh, Regit, you're so bad. I'm much better than you at pi. It's a pretty useless skill, let's be honest. To be honest, mate, I think I need to hunt for that floating treasure. Now, we've banked some energy. I don't know how much I've banked, but I'm just going to move this off the screen, turn off let airplane mode, and come back to you. Here's Monaco in the meantime, just sort of there, you know, chilling. Right, okay. Let's hope the device doesn't break in the meantime. I remembered up to 3.
Oh wow, someone's pretty good here.
They could have just copied and pasted it.
Yeah. Or they could have just made up some random numbers.
To be honest, I wouldn't know.
Turtle has a good point here. I know it's up to 3.14 because that is all I will ever need to use. True.
I won't ever need to use any of it because I'm not doing maths. Dab. That was a classic actually. The college I'm in, mate, they have a thing about a thing. Oh, all my energy's banked. That's good. They have a thing about a thing called a growth mindset. So like you have to be positive and improve and that. And we're like making replies for like certain statements. So one of the statements was, "I just can't do maths," and the reply it wanted you to use was, "I'll train my brain in maths." But I wrote down, "Don't take A-level maths then." Which I'm quite proud of personally. Yeah. Please play Space Chapter. Well, allow me to direct you to the title of the stream, Quest 4, the Space Chapter. Just a little hint here. haven't actually unlocked it yet. So that's just a little hint for you. Right. I need to find out where my floating... Oh, hello. I need to find out where my floating treasures are. I'm getting cat food and all that. That's good. Go away, go away. Can we open tickets? Yay, we can. Okay, good. That make my cats a little bit better. We got one of those. 20 plus 5. And another one. Cat energy. Wait, when you upgrade...
Shadow Gal.
That's good. Now, I'm wondering, right? When you upgrade your energy while it's at the cap, does it fill the noob cap? Because I'm sure I remember it doing that. Let's have a look.
Oh,
It does. Cool. It does fill the noob cap. It's gone from 439 to 449. So there you go. Little nugget of information. It fills the new cap. As long as it's at the cap. Well, I never. There you go. There's a bit of information for you. So the moon's way too difficult for us. Mainly me. Way too difficult. So what I'm going to do is find myself some more levels which will help us get treasure in that. Now, getting all the treasures is good. So I don't know what that one does, because I can't read Japanese and I can't remember what treasure that is by looking at it. But I recognise this one as a floating pair. So we're going to want to get those 4 treasures. So the first level we're looking for is, if you can remember this with me, mate, backwards C, square, one-eyed smiley, T with a circle on it. Actually, it's not. No, sorry, T with quotation marks on it.
Okay.
Right, okay. I've immediately forgotten what I said they were because of what I said about the T.
C, square.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I remember now.
I can see it on the stream. Backwards C, square.
Okay.
One-eyed smiley, T with quotation marks.
Interestingly, NASA is, well, I guess it's like a company name. That's just written there. Right, backwards C. So we're looking for... Okay, backwards C, square, one-eyed smiley, T with quotation marks. This is our level. Okay, let's get ourselves some treasure. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to use a treasure radar this time.
Is Regit energy glitching on the JP?
We always seem to read the same messages, mate. Now, as I said, is banking energy, which if you'd actually watched my beginner account video, I went over. A technique I was introduced to by Matt Shea is where you use airplane mode to sort of keep energy while you're away somewhere else, like at work or college or, you know, something like that. Then spend your offline energy, reconnect to the internet, and spend your online energy. This, mate, is Columbia. I remember this level. So, backwards C, square, one-eyed smiley, T with quotation marks, and something else is Columbia. Well, I never. I should probably have critical hits.
First two letters look like C-O.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. Oh. Well, I never.
Well, you never.
Someone just advised me to use my pinky finger for cat spamming, and that's actual genius. I'll give you that. It's like really uncomfortable, but it works. No, I'll give you that one, alright. But yeah, no, to those who are uneducated and didn't bother watching the beginner account video, it's energy banking, not energy glitching. Matt Shea Senpai showed me how to do it. It's using the energy you've already got wisely instead of letting it go to waste. Right. Okay. We're going to lose, aren't we? This is unendingly embarrassing. Can something die, please? This is really bad. They're so close to the base. This is horrendous. I think we're killing the stuff now, but man, that's embarrassing. Regit can't do the video. Just a prank, bro. Well, I don't care. It allowed me to plug my beginner account video. So, you know.
Mate, the guy who I timed out 5 minutes ago because you told me to ask why I timed them out.
Because
So I
you
told
talked to...
them,
Yeah, what'd you tell them, mate?
I told them it was a joke. Regit told me to.
Oh,
And then,
that was your joke thing. Could you like the comment of the prankster, please, mate?
what? Just the prank, bro.
Yeah, because they're pranking. I think that was a good prank, so you should like their comment.
Okay. Wow. Tell Regit that I already know about that. That was just another question. Know about what?
I don't know. My secret relationship with Muddy Puddle, probably.
Okay.
Don't write the fan fictions, all right? Don't. I've read the Cattlebats 2 script. I read the start of the Cattlebats 2 script.
Oh, that's cool.
It's disgusting. It's horrible. Ugh. Anyway, yeah.
Well, here's a question.
Yeah.
Regit, what is your favourite rare cat?
You gotta go boosted ramen. Or cameraman cat. Or Paris cat. Or Catosaurus. There's a lot of useful rare cats.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you got the first Uber? You see, it's a funny thing. I remember around the time that it was when the Minecraft series Pudding started. Bean327 introduced me to Battle Cats. He stopped playing it a very long time ago. But I was like, Bean, I've got Oda Nobunaga, and he's like, what's that? I don't care. And yeah, that was it really. That's the whole of the story. Do I have Monaco?
Mate.
Yeah, mate.
I just pranked you, XD.
Oh.
Can't wait until there is a fanfiction of Regit and Muddy Puddle. I can definitely wait.
I would like to wait my entire lifespan and die before I see that. Time for slap. Yeah, go away, Sack Attack. No one really wants you here anyway.
Can someone tell me how to get Japanese battle cats, please?
There's a Nurse Woofer tutorial. Nurse Woofer will teach you.
Oh no.
I was linked it, so I can't find it, but I assume if you look up how to download Japanese battle cats, Nurse Woofer will teach you.
Oh no, mate. The fanfics are already starting.
The what?
The fanfics are already starting.
Well, like anyone's comment who writes fanfictions, mate, if you want to. Right. I can imagine this turning into a thing like the thinking emojis, and I sort of shudder at the thought. I've just realised I haven't actually equipped Monaco, which is a classic meme. What should I replace? Well, I mean, if I copy, right, just whack it in there, and then replace the anti-alien one because this is Columbia and doesn't have any aliens in it, I can go bam, like that. Okay, let's see how well this goes. Try and farm some of that treasure. Sack Attack, why are you still here to say rude? Go and slap.
Yeah.
Go and slap. Flipping Sack Attack.
Regit, do you know about Storm, Ruby, and Brian?
See, I read that one as well, mate. I think I should just stop reading the chat, because I'll only ever read the same thing as you. It's not even like it's always the biggest message, either. We just end up reading the same things.
Okay.
I don't know, mate. To be honest. I remember...
No one posted a picture. Here we go.
I remember Storm Ophelia. I got a few blustery wins from that. That was a very British Storm for where I was.
We had like an orangey tint to...
Oh yeah, no, the whole of Britain went a bit orange, mate. Apparently something to do with dust. or Donald Trump's state visit.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a bit of a meme, sort of parodying.
Yeah.
Well, not parodying, sort of about the Donald Trump is orange meme. I don't know if it's a meme. Is it widely accepted as true? Not sure. Oh, was that a critical hit? I mean, if Monaco had done it on the metal hippo, it would have died. So I think we failed.
Oh no.
Oh no 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 no!
Oh no. That's getting timed out. Goodbye.
Was it a fan fiction, mate?
Yeah, mate.
So you're not even using like euphemisms. You're just going straight in and calling it timing out. You're a savage.
I mean, like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On the Regit channel, we use family-friendly phrases. Flipping middle cat spam.
Yeah, timing out is not advertiser friendly.
Absolutely not. Nothing is advertiser friendly. That's unless you're Jimmy Kimmel, apparently. Yeah. Fun fact. Who needs Bahamut when you got Gacha spam? Oh yeah.
Mate, here's another variation on 2 other questions we can ask this stream.
Oh yeah.
What's your favourite special cat, Regit?
Oh dear. It's got to be Red Riding Mina for how useless she is. I say useless. By useless, I mean isn't used nearly as much as the other legends. But then we can say that in late game, like Valkyrie is not used. So I don't know. Favorite special cat. Like genuine favorite, probably just like a Bahamut, you know.
Mate, what chapter do I get a ruin? How far away am I?
You get a run. Is it the end of Silk Road?
Silk Road, that sounds far away.
I'm not sure it is. No, Silk Road might be the one after it. I'm not sure, but the level's called The Great Escaper. I'm sure somebody in the chat will point it out. Oh, Lucas has appeared. Ooh, Battlecats JP. It is indeed. I'm trying to get to the space chapter and have so far failed Into the Future Chapter 1 Moon horribly. It's as bad as Floor 30 failure.
Aha! I've found it on the wiki, mate.
Oh, that's good.
I am 3 sub-chapters away.
What sub-chapter is it, mate?
It's, it is...
Is it the jail?
Jailbreak Tunnel.
Jailbreak Tunnel, that's the one. Is the Silk Road the one after it?
No, Silk Road is 2 after it.
Ah. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so
Yeah.
good at knowledge in this game. Yeah, Jailbreak Tunnel, that sounds about right. Let's do Columbia again then. Regit, what is the longest word you can say? And then a sort of slightly angry emoji. Interestingly.
Anti-disestablishmentarians.
Yeah, probably. For some reason I was thinking phenolphthalein from my boy Chemistry.
Yeah.
But that's not as long as anti-disestablishmentarianism. See, I can't say it, so that doesn't count. I've regressed, mate. I could say it in year 7, but I can't say it now.
Phenolphthalein. Wait, phenolphthalein. Is it lean or lane or...
Phenolphthalein has a really weird spelling. Like the bit in the middle of it is like like that. It's really difficult to remember how to spell.
Ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
I mean, luckily, out of me and you, only you are doing A-level chemistry, so it's all right. Muddy Puddle and his electron shell orbits. Read them out to us, mate. Tell us all about electron shell orbits.
Oh my god.
And then
mate,
you...
I'm not very good at explaining.
Well, if you
no,
tell you what, mate. Teach us something about one of your A-levels, and then you can nominate me to teach people something about one of my A-levels.
Mate, shall I try for the second time to explain resolving forces, because I explained it horribly last time? I didn't even try.
It sounded like GCSE physics, mate, so give it a go.
Okay. So, you either resolve...
Wait, hang on, which subject is this? Is this further maths?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Sugaku ga daikirai! Yeah, anyway, carry on.
You can resolve horizontally and vertically. And if the force is at an angle, then the force is you need to multiply the force by either the sine or the cosine of the angle, depending on whether it's going towards or away from the angle, is how you put it, which I think is a better explanation. Things.
Wait, that is the physics thing, isn't it, mate?
Maybe, mate.
Like when you drew, like there was, I don't think it was actually in the exam, but
no, he doesn't want us to do it that way though. He wants us to do it exactly his way.
Well,
otherwise we're saying that we know better than him.
Well, that's very him, isn't it? Like, when I got a grade 8 in maths, to my surprise, instead of saying, well done, he said, see, I told you not to take foundation tier maths. Such
to be fair, mate, I don't know why you
such a smug little man, because my marks look like failure marks, mate. I wasn't to know the grade boundaries were going to be that low that you pass with 18%. But, there you go. Yeah, he's, Not my favourite chap, but it's Muddy Puddle's maths teacher, so for that reason I can't name drop them. But yeah, in return, I will tell you all about the life of the Buddha, because that
sounds extremely boring.
It isn't, mate. We did it in GCSE RS a little bit.
I know, it was extremely boring.
Shush. But first, we're going to find out, using our cultural appropriation tactics, what the next level actually is. So,
okay.
To get our floaty pair, I'm missing the apprentice now. You see my dedication for all of you. The next level is, smiley face with quotation marks, a backwards 7, a cut off 7, and a T. Right.
Oh.
Okay. Smiley with quotation marks, backwards 7, actually it's more like a T, a cut off 7 and a T. I think that's just the one next to it. What, sorry, mate?
Someone says, bring back Regit plays Minecraft, please.
That's a good meme. Good meme. Yeah, anyway, when I go into this level, I should probably... it's flipping sack attack. Oh, he's still watching even though he's asleep.
Hey, why don't we find out if there are 2 Casagizos or 1 Casagizo?
What? I don't understand.
Mate, there's someone who's like, I'm the real Casagizo. No, I'm the real Casagizo. I'm wondering if it's just one person. Shall I find out, mate?
Oh no, I remember a quality meme. You know, like, well, Spartacus, that meme sort of comes from. No, I'm Spartacus.
Okay.
Well, I was watching Josh anyway. I'm going off on a TV tangent. I do apologise, mate.
Mate, I think all TV programmes should be banned apart from Doctor Who.
Well, you do maths A level, so your opinion doesn't count.
Okay.
So, I was watching Josh, and they were moaning at their landlord Jeff, who keeps coming into their flat, and he said, like, you came round to fix a light bulb, and came round to fix the TV, and you ended up watching the whole of Spartacus. And then Jeff put his hand up and said, no, I watched the whole of Spartacus, which I found really funny. But seeing as I've just explained it in words and you can't see it, it's probably really not funny. But it was funny. It's hilarious. Anyway. I'll explain the life of the Buddha. We've got a message. We've got a message. Instead of having to trade.
Oh, whoops! I meant to press something different.
JP like this.
Oh, it was 2 people. Well, at least I found out.
Instead of having to treasure farm JP like this, just make sure you have the superior treasure on the stage before you go ahead. Work for me. Yeah, no, I'm doing that on beginner account, but I mean, this is what I think you mean anyway. but I don't have time to do that. If I do that, it's just going to come out in the normal version before I ever reach it. So I'm just trying it whenever I can, see if I get a little bit better. So, bit of the life of the Buddha. Are you ready, mate?
Okay, mate.
So, do you remember?
Sorry.
Do you remember the Buddha's name?
No, of course not, mate. That would be completely bad.
Siddhartha Gautama. Do you remember that? Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah, it does. Mate, here's another question. Regit, what's your favourite super rare cat?
I'll tell you after I told the life story of the Buddha. Shush.
Okay.
So, Siddhartha, the start of the story is really weird, and I still don't understand it. There's like this weird tree, and then there's a birth, and then like the baby like talks and says, "Oh, I'm gonna be a great philosopher." Oh. And anyway, the mother dies or something, but then sort of a understandable story starts. So, Siddhartha is born into a rich warrior caste, whatever it is, in somewhere, a place in India. I can't remember where in India. And his father was told he'd either become a leader or a religious person. So to make him become a leader, he shielded Siddhartha from all the possible bad things, so Siddhartha wouldn't think, I'll be a thinky philosopher. But eventually, even though Siddhartha sounded like he had an absolutely top life, like servants, concubines, food, all of that, he went outside, was like, Dad, I want to see the real world. He was like, all right, mate. And he told everyone in the city to be like all happy and that, so that Siddhartha wouldn't see anything sad. So we went out and it was all happy and that. But some old bloke didn't get the memo. So he just sort of walked around and Siddhartha was like, oh, what's that? And the person who was with him was like, that's old age, mate. And he was like, does everyone get old? And they were like, well, yeah, everyone gets old, you plonker. And so then he went back inside the city. And then he sort of had a think. And then he wanted to come out again. His father let him. And then he didn't put fancy stuff on anyway because he realised he'd messed it up the first time. So Siddhartha went out. And then, even worse, he saw someone who was ill and had the plague, and the person next to him was like, "Oi, Siddhartha, mate, don't go over there. You'll get the plague, and then you'll be really ill." And he's like, do people get ill?" And then the person next to him goes, "Yes, Siddhartha, you plonker. Of course, people get ill." And so he's like, "Oh, I should probably think about that." And so then he goes back into the palace and then thinks about it a little bit more. And he's like, "All right, mate. I think the person he's with is called Channa, so we're going to call him Channa." It's like, "All right, Channa, I want to go out again." It's like, "All right, mate, this is getting a bit tiring, but all right, you can go out and see the sights." So they go out again, Siddhartha and Channa, and this time they see a man being carried on a plank of wood towards a funeral pyre or something like that. And Siddhartha's like, "Mate, why is he willingly letting himself getting burnt?" And Channa's like, "Siddhartha, you complete plonker, he's dead." And Siddhartha's like, "What, people die?" And then Channa's like, "Yes, Siddhartha, you plonker, of course people die." And he says, "Does everyone die?" And then Channa said, "Yes, Siddhartha, you plonker, of course everyone dies." And so Siddhartha just went back in, was like,
How Siddhartha died?
I've not in the story, mate. No, actually, no. That's part of the story, mate. I'll explain it later. So anyway, he goes back in the palace, and somewhere along these lines, I don't know if it's then or before, a party's held for him because his father's like, shoot, he's going to become a religious person and a philosopher.
Mate, 2 people just typed the same message in the... Oh, no, they didn't. Ignore me, XD.
Oh, mate, I'm trying to tell an exciting story here.
I'm sorry, it's just then it'll be old news.
Okay, mate. Muddy muddle. So yeah, he goes. He has a party thrown for him. He's like, "Oh, that's a great party, mate." Although I'm still thinking. And then he sleeps, and then he wakes up and he sees all the people are at the party. He's like, "Oh, you're really ugly while you're sleeping, aren't you?" And so he's like, "Oh, I don't like it when people are sleeping. They look all ugly. Oh, suffering. Oh, the world's terrible." Now, he didn't think about that. I guess he knows that everyone sleeps, but he's like, "Ugh, people are ugly when they sleep." And so basically,
Bit like you, mate.
yeah, well, I'm just ugly always. He was like, "Oh, I should probably go off and..." No, wait, there's still another site. The 4 passing sites, I've only done 3 of them. So it's like, "Oh, these people are ugly. I don't know if the timing of all this is right or where the party comes into it. But anyway, another time he goes out with Channa again. Not like that. I think Mr. Siddhartha had a wife and Channa was just like his mate. It's like me and Muddy Puddle. I'm sort of the stupid one. The Muddy Puddle knows about the world. So goes out again. And this time he sees a holy man, which are like the sort of the Buddhist monks, and they go around like from house to house, sort of begging for food, and just sort of sit under trees and think a lot. That's what they do. They just tend to think, and so yeah, that's what they do. It's like, oh, that's a holy man. He seems like he's doing a good job. I want to thinky like that. So eventually, what he decided to do was a thing called renunciation even. So then, what he did was he left his wife and his child. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he called his child Rahula, which means impediment.
Oh, no.
Impediment, I tell you. And then leaves on his horse with Channa and then tells Channa and the horse to go back. The horse gets really sad and dies of a burst heart because Siddhartha's decided to go away. And that's the end of the first part of the story. Then, the first part, mate. There's 3 parts. And then Siddhartha goes off. Is like, alright mate, I should probably do some like thinking. That's probably a quality idea. So he started being what's called an ascetic, someone who renounces stuff like, well, luxuries. And so he goes from house...
I thought it was an athlete.
Mate, stop being chemistry A level, alright? This is philosophy. So he goes from house to house begging for food and being a nice bloke. And the people of the town are like, hey, that guy's a nice bloke. And the local king, who's called Bombix or Bambasara or something like that, it's like... Mate, I know who you are. You're Siddhartha, aren't you? He's like, oh, you found me out, mate. He's like, have you had a fight with your dad? I'll give you half my kingdom. And Siddhartha's like, no, you're all right, mate. So he goes off. And then he's like, well, I should probably learn stuff. So he goes to a teacher. He learns everything, but finds out that he still can't stop old age, sickness, and death. So he goes to another teacher who's more clever, still can't work out the same thing. So he's like, what do I do? Then he becomes an extreme ascetic and lives on 1 grain of rice a day and then nothing. He gets really bone thin and ugly like me. I'm not saying I'm bone thin, I'm saying I'm ugly. And then he realises that that doesn't work. So his friends, who he's with, are also being ascetics, get really annoyed because Siddhartha then becomes a fat man and just like eats loads of food. He's like, nah, this asceticism isn't working. But his friends having none of it. They're really salty. They're like, Siddhartha, get out, you pleb. You're eating food now. And so Siddhartha leaves, and he's like, well, I'm a fat man now, I should probably go and find myself some food. So then, what he does, that's talking more playing. You shut up, I'm talking about the story of the Buddha. So then he goes to a tree and sits under it. There's a lot of trees in Buddhism, I tell you. And there's this girl who milks cows to make milk rice. And
Wait,
she has...
it's not the same tree, mate.
This different tree. So she milks these cows, whose milk she gives to more cows, whose milk she gives to more cows, until eventually she's got really sweet milk that she makes into a milk rice and gives to this god.
Really milky milk.
Yeah, apparently I think it's like rice pudding, which I don't like. But anyway, it's really sweet milk. So she goes over to the tree to give an offering to like the tree god. Turns out Siddhartha's sitting under the tree, so she thinks that he's a tree god. She's just impersonated a god. So
Wait, is it the same tree?
No, it's a different tree, mate. It's not the tree you're thinking of. That comes later. So basically, right, she's giving milk rice in a golden bowl, mind you, to someone who she thinks is a god. Siddhartha eats it up. He's like, oh, quality milk rice, mate. And then what he does, he throws the golden bowl in the river. An expensive golden bowl, he just throws it in a river. Like, talk about being grateful. And then the golden bowl flows upstream for some reason. Siddhartha's like, I'm gonna be a Buddha. So then he goes to the tree that Muddy Puddle knows from RSGCSE. And he sits under the tree and resolves to sit under there until he works out how to stop old age, sickness and death. And he manages to do that by realising that if people detach themselves from worldly desires like love, which I'll never get, and food and that, well, probably not food, you need food, but you know, like pleasures and things like that, I guess, you can escape the cycle of rebirth, because there was rebirth. When you died you got reincarnated as something else, and you just kept on going and going and going. But if you escape that cycle, you'd reach nirvana. And I think the idea of Buddhism is, the ultimate goal is to die and not come back, I think. That or in Nirvana you just sort of stay in a sort of floaty, I'm happy state forever. Not entirely sure, but anyway, he works out, he's like, oh, I am a complete genius. If people stop being like, oh, I am and personal and that, everyone's going to be tip-top happy and we'll all be happy, enlightened people. Because Buddha means the one who is fully awake. So then this is the third part now. He... Shut up, the viewers are leaving at a fast rate, just don't appreciate philosophy. So then he thanks the tree for some reason and goes to another tree and like thanks that because trees are really important and that. And then he goes back to his friends who ditched him earlier and he says, mate, I'm really clever, I'm the Buddha. And his friends are like, no mate, you're an idiot. And he's like, no really, I'm the Buddha, I can show you how to escape the cycle of rebirth. And they're like, oh, go on then, mate. So he does that, he teaches them, and then they become his monks for some reason. So they've gone from disowning him to being his monks in like 5 minutes. Pretty good job by the Buddha there. And so then they go around teaching some other people. He's invited back home to like do a talkie-talkie with all like the gods of Brahmanism, which was the religion of that time, because Buddhism isn't actually a religion.
Is that when you worship boosted ramen?
Oh, very good, mate. That's quite good. But yeah, no, he did talkie-talkie, but even though he'd gone back home, he didn't talk to his wife or his child who he'd abandoned. And anyway, he was talking to all these people as like, oh, I am an absolute genius now. You know what, guys? If you want to be escaping that cycle of rebirth and reaching Nirvana, follow, mate, what do you follow to reach Nirvana? You know this from GCSE.
The Eightfold Path.
Very good. What comes before the Eightfold Path?
The Four Noble Truths.
You are a genius, mate. Follow the Four Noble Truths in the Eightfold Path.
Mate, I should become the Buddha.
Exactly. Before you get to those, you must follow the middle way, which is basically not being really fat, but also not being an extreme ascetic. So you follow the middle way, the Four Noble Truths, and the Eightfold Path, and you finally reach your destination, which is, I don't know, enlightenment and that. And then you become really happy. And then Buddha's like, I should settle down, mate. I'm clever. I'm the Buddha now. So then he has a really busy daily routine. He's like, oh, you should... I get up really early in the morning. I beg for some food. I have lunch with people. I teach people. I get like 1 hour of sleep. And then I do it all over again. And that is the story of the Buddha so far. I don't know if there are going to be more readings. I hope not, because there's quite a lot to remember already. And that's one part of one unit, and there are 3 units, and it's a lot. Yeah?
I think I remember asking you this question. I can't remember if you answered it. What's your favourite super rare cat? Did I ask you this?
I've just told the whole story of the Buddha, and you're asking me what my favourite super rare cat is.
Well, yeah, it's more interesting than that.
Mate, I've expressed in great detail the story of the Buddha. And you're asking me what my favourite...
That's really impressive, mate.
I mean, I should know it in better detail than that. I've abridged quite a lot of the third part. But anyway, that'll do it for the stream. I'm off to watch arrogant people shout at each other, otherwise known as The Apprentice. And yeah, that does it really. If you didn't appreciate my reading of the Buddha, well, go away. I like revising in streams. I feel slightly less alone. But anyway, that does it. Avalokitesvara. Yes, that is a Buddhism thing. Avalokitesvara cat. That is a Buddhist thing. Bodhisattvas are like things that Buddhist people have around their houses. This is what I remember from GCSE. To like, I don't know, help them reach nirvana and meditate properly or something like that. I'm sure if someone's actually Buddhist they can correct me, but yeah. They have them, and Bodhisattva cat in Battle Cats, it has got to do with that. And then Tathagata, well, I don't know what that is, but the forms obviously do something else. But yeah, that's it. How'd you get Japanese Battle Cats? Look up on the internet. Nurse Woofer did a tutorial. Nurse Woofer. And yeah, that's the story of the Buddha. That's a bit of cheeky philosophy revision.
Before you finish, I have a challenge for you.
Yeah.
And you say, foof and foof.
Foof and foof?
No. Foof and foof.
What am I reading off, mate?
You're reading off of, what I just said in the chat, XD.
Oh, I see it now. Foop. Poof. Right. On that
Yeah.
interesting philosophical note, can't even say the name of the subject I'm studying.
Yeah.
I'll say goodbye. I imagine Muddy Puddle would say goodbye.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I'd be really rude.
And that will do it. Goodbye, everyone. And appreciate
Bye.
my amazing philosophy readings, because there's no other entertainment.